All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Let me just go ahead and flip this other one on so we can go ahead and go live there. Yep, there we go. That one is ready. Good to go. Sorry, guys. Hey, listen, I'm not sure what happened to you guys on Friday, but you guys would not come on. Thank you for joining us. You guys are live now. You guys are live now. Appreciate it. Hey, today is TGIIM Motivational Monday. Thank God it's Motivational Monday. Hopefully, everybody had a great Resurrection Day. How awesome was that, right? Everybody have a good one? That's right, right? There's so much. And can you imagine being in that time frame, watching all of this stuff go down, going to the tomb, not seeing him there, and he's risen? Listen, this week we're going to be talking about some of the biggest regrets. A lot of regrets happened. In my devotion this morning, there was a devotion, a part of it, that talked about Alfred. I think it was Alfred. Here, let me double check. Alfred Nobel. You guys, anybody recognize that one? Alfred Nobel. So Alfred actually, here I'll tell you what it was. It was Alfred. He was actually credited with making the TNT. It was also in our family book club last night. We talked a little bit about him last night, and so they accidentally made a mistake and put him in there as being passed away, as having passed away. And after reading this, he read it and said, "Hey, I'm going to change. I'm going to change." And so he decided he was going to create something worth being remembered for. And that was being, he came up with the Nobel Peace Prize. That's where it got its name. And so I wonder today and this week, as you join us, we're going to be talking about some of life's biggest regrets. And I found a book. I don't actually have the book, so I had to do a little bit of research. And I tied into what are some of the biggest regrets that people have in life, and then how can we go ahead, learn from those, and come up with an antidote to be able to help you guys not have those same regrets, because everybody has them. We all have them. But the good news is that we're still alive. We still can do something about those regrets. And so what is it for you? In the comments section, go ahead, tell me, what is it for you guys? If you guys are joining us live, if you guys want to put those out there, that's fine. That's great. If you don't, that's okay. That's that's something that's kind of personal. But I want everybody in the Fun Life community to learn from one another. That's why this whole thing was created, right? For those of you just joining us, we've made a lot of new friends over the past week. And so the Fun Life community is all about helping you to reactivate the childlike faith that is inside of you to be able to live out your childhood dreams in this playground we called life. And the beautiful part about it is that it's all powered by this guy right here, Mr. Zig Ziglar, and his philosophy of you can have everything in life you want. Yes, every single thing you want in life you can have if you're just willing to help enough other people get what they want. And so what is it for you guys? What is it that you want most out of life? And we're going to be talking about the first regret right here. But we always start with the foundational program of Choose to Win. Tom Ziglar, our coach, wrote this book, and it was designed around a simple truth of helping people transform their lives one simple choice at a time. Can you believe that? Do you believe that you can transform your life one simple choice at a time? Hey, listen, nobody said it's going to be easy. I will tell you it's going to be worth it. After having helped several real estate agents out, several small business owners out, I'm pretty positive, I'm pretty sure, optimistic even, that it could have a profound impact in your life. And so let's go ahead and dive into this, right? I actually have a little bonus for you guys. For some of you guys, this is going to be really awesome. For some of you, it may not be such a big deal, but I want you to stay to the end because I got a little special bonus for you guys. So, hey, let's look at this. Regret number one. Okay? Ready? One of the top regrets is people said, I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life that others expected of me. I'm going to repeat that again. I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life that others expected of me. Guys, life is too short. You get one shot at this thing. If you don't get it right, you don't live the life that you want to live. I'm going to go ahead and say it. We don't like saying this word, but pardon my French, that's going to suck. It really is. Once you embrace it and say, hey, I'm going to live my life true to myself, everything completely opens up. Because you know what? People are going to say what they're going to say. People are going to think what they're going to think. And you cannot control that. There is absolutely nothing you can do to change what other people think or say about you. All I can say, and what I've learned, is give them a binge-worthy show, baby. Watch this. Season 2 is coming up. Stay tuned to be continued, right? And so what is the mindset when you start to look at the antidote behind why this people have this one thing? It's this right here. Embrace the mindset that life is too short to live according to others' expectations. Once you embrace that, guys, again, like I said earlier, life takes on a whole new meaning. Recognize the importance of authenticity and self-expression in living a fulfilling life. Guys, there's such, and we can even replace that word authenticity with genuineness, or as my wife and I say it, being real. We just celebrated 26 years of marriage. And I commented to somebody this past weekend. They were asking me about it. And I said, listen, the reason we are having 26 years is because we may have not planned a great wedding. Matter of fact, somebody else helped us have the wedding, paid for it, paid for my suit, paid for the cake, we were broke, guys. We were broke, but we were in love. But I can honestly tell you guys that it's one thing to plan a wedding. It's another thing to plan a marriage and spend more time in developing the relationship. No, it hasn't been all fun. I'd be up here lying to you if I told you it was. But listen, guys, it's worth it. Work out the differences. Talk it out loud. Reconcile. Don't go to bed angry, right? Even the Bible talks about don't let the wrath go down on you. Don't let the end. I'll have to look that one up. But anyway, let's look at what John 8:32 says. And you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Another version says will make you free. Guys, live true to yourself. You are born to be a 100% color copy of yourself. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? 100% color copy of yourself. That's right, Lawrence. That's right. Here's the thing, guys. You were born to be 100% color copy of yourself, but you were not. You were never intended. You were never designed to be a black and white copy of somebody else. So stop trying to be like somebody else. Start being your true self, because once you understand that and once you know the truth, right? The truth will set you free. And the truth is, like we celebrated yesterday, Christ died for you, right? He resurrected. I'm not calling it Easter anymore. I'm calling it Resurrection Day. And so what's the motivation behind that, right? What's the what behind this regret? So we're going to have to take courage, and we're going to have to take steps that align our actions with our true desires and values. You ever taken a step out of what is true to yourself, away from your core values? What'd you find out? It doesn't work right. It doesn't work the way it was supposed to, right? So check this out. Once you break free from societal norms and pursue your passions, your convictions, right? Something takes on a whole new meaning. That, I promise you, that is exactly why you guys are seeing this transmission here today. Only because of my conviction, my passion to truly help other people be, do, and have more than they thought possible. We're doing it right in the home ownership, right? We're still here at Cardinal Financial Studios, right here located in the Tyler, Texas metropolis, right? The booming metropolis, the rose capital of the world, Tyler, East Texas. But this transmission allows me to go literally virtually anywhere. I've had people from Connecticut, people from Spokane, Washington. A gentleman in South Africa has contacted me. There's a lot of things that we're doing, and that's why we do what we do, guys. Let's go Bible. Ready? This was in my devotion this morning as well. Joshua 1:9. Be strong, right? Be courageous. Not be afraid, right? Jackie Liston talked to us about this yesterday, right? Or this past Friday. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. And let me just go ahead and ask you this right here. If you knew that God is right there behind you, walking, not even behind you, right side by side, and whatever you're doing it as unto the Lord, and it's impossible for you to fail with God by your side. Seriously, what would you really do? What would you really happen? What steps would you adequately take? Or what steps wouldn't you take? Some of you probably wouldn't take some of the steps you're taking if you knew the actual living God was right beside you. But I'm not going to talk about that. That's a whole nother show, right? But what would you do? I'm just curious. Think about it, guys. Write it down. Put it in your journal. Make it happen. Start taking those baby steps today to be able to make it happen. In our book club, that's what we're talking to our kids about, is taking those baby steps. Yes, it could be daunting, whatever that goal is, right? They call them BHAGs for a reason, big, hairy, audacious goals. But whenever you start to break down those BHAGs into manageable baby steps, it's all possible, guys. It really, really is. So let's look at this last one, and we're going to wrap this thing up. For those of you just joining us, thank you for joining us live. For those of you that are watching the replay, thank you guys for watching the replay. Appreciate you guys. We try to keep these to about 10, 15 minutes, and we're coming up on the 10-minute mark. We try to start right at 8 o'clock. So the methodology behind how to make this happen for you, right? You're going to want to practice self-reflection and introspection to uncover your authentic self. Guys, there's a whole, I wish I should have got it ready for this thing, but it says that finding yourself, that's not really how it works. You're not a $10 bill in last winter's coat pocket. You don't find yourself. You don't like serendipitously, oh, hey, look, there's my $10 I was looking for. No. To find yourself is actually a returning to your true self, an excavation of all the things that have been layered on top of you as a kid, even as a young adult, of what other people's opinions and expectations, kind of going back to what we started, being true to yourself. But somewhere along the line, somebody decided they wanted to share what they thought you should do, what they thought you should be. And something happened in you, and you got away from your childhood dreams. And that's why this Fun Life community was created. It's not to play around. It's not to be childish. It's not to be a kid again. We can't return to be a kid again, but we can have that childlike faith that will allow us to do the things that we really want to do in this world, guys. That's why we're up here doing what we're doing. And so when you start to set those boundaries and you prioritize your own needs and make the choices that honor your true identity, what you're going to find out is that every baby step you take is getting you closer to your goal. No matter how far it looks, take the first step, right? And Mr. Ziegler said it perfectly, right? Go as far as you can see. When you get there, you're going to be able to see further, guys. And again, just really quick before we wrap this thing up, if you don't already have the Ziegler Little Book of Big Quotes, shoot me your email. Shoot me your phone number. I'll text it to you. Or if you're on, if you can see the link down below, it's just click on that link. You'll be able to download it straight to your computer, straight to your phone, whichever one that is. And this thing is packed full of quotes that can help you, motivate you every single day. Go to the Facebook page. Go to the Zig Ziglar Facebook page. You're looking for hope, encouragement, inspiration. I promise you, you're going to find it on that page. Okay, so let's look at this thing, right? Once you start to look at how you can do this, you go and look at Galatians 5:1, right? It says, it is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm then, and do not let yourselves be burdened again by a yoke of slavery. Guys, once the Lord sets you free, stop going back to what caused you to get in bondage. Don't allow your mind, right? That's what happened with the children of Israel. I think it took 40 years. Geographically speaking, it should have taken at the longest about 11 days to get from Egypt to the promised land, but they were in the wilderness for 40 years. And someone I think said it perfectly. The reason it took 40 years because it took them that long to get Egypt. God got them out of Egypt that day, but it took 40 years to get Egypt out of the people. Guys, don't be that person. And so one of the things that we have to try to remind ourselves is that this one quote, and I didn't get the credit for who said it, but it basically says this: your mind, let me pull it back up. Your mind doesn't know the difference between reality and fantasy. Your mind simply acts on what you feed it. So feed it good thoughts. Again, that goes right back to Mr. Ziegler's quote. You are what you are. You are where you are because of what has gone into your mind. You can change what you are. You can change where you are. And I added, you can change where you're going, By changing what goes into your mind, change the input, change what's going into your mind, guys, and your life will be on a whole nother level. Is it another? Other. Anyway, all right. So thank you guys for joining me on this. Thank God it's Motivational Monday. Here's the bonus. You ready? If you're in the Tyler, Texas, East Texas area, right here at Cardinal Financial Studios, we're going to have a public speaking course put on by yours truly, the ones that I've gone through. Very simple, very easy. Again, we're going to be looking at the mindset, the motivation, and the methodology behind why public speaking is so important. For you real estate agents, you guys have to understand that sometimes you're making a public speech to an audience of one, maybe just a couple, right? Maybe you're presenting to the spouse with the other spouse not there. There's certain things that you can do that will help move you closer to the sale. It's all a process. And once you understand the process, right, there's a system to this whole thing. And we're going to teach you the system to how to go from hello, my name is, to congratulations, here's your keys. We're going to walk you through that whole process. And that system is actually an acrostic. Jackie and I talked about it. I love learning by acrostics. And I learned it by Michael Marr. I can't remember how you pronounce his last name. But system is saves you stress, time, energy, money. I added an S for sanity, because sometimes if you don't have a system or a process in place, you could drive yourself bonkers. That's why a lot of real estate agents are leaving the real estate space, because they don't have a system. They don't have a genuine, true, authentic version or vision of themselves going forward. So if you're in real estate, even if you're watching this and you're not in the East Texas area, I want to have one last conversation with you before you decide to hang up the cleats, before you decide to go back to a job. Don't get mad at me. I'm just the messenger. Job just stands for just over broke. Don't go back to a 9 to 5, 8 to 4, whatever that is. JOB, just over broke, just getting you enough. I'm talking about helping you going back, uncovering your true childlike faith to be able to live out your childhood dreams in this playground we call life. All right, guys, that's 8:15. That's a wrap. Thank you so much. See us tomorrow on Transformation Tuesday as we talk about this one right here, right? The next regret that we're going to be talking about is, whoops, I passed it up. Here we go. The next regret we're going to talk about is, I wish I hadn't worked so hard and prioritized my career over my personal life. Guys, there's way too many people out there trying to make a living that have forgotten to make a life. All right, we will see you guys tomorrow. Adios.